What's up, guys? How you doing today? You're rocking out with the one and only PhillyDom. I'm out here in Brazil, and I'm gonna have my friend Master Wayne come on and talk to you guys about Amazon and starting your own online business that will put some ducats in your pocket and make it possible and able for you to be able to travel or whatever you want to do that could free up some money that will give you an opportunity that you didn't have before. I promise you, this is the way to go. I'm here. Just hold on one second, guys. I'm just setting up everything, and he should be coming on at any moment. But after that, all is well with me in Brazil. I'll keep putting the videos out, and you guys see what's going on. I try to show you guys different ways and opportunities for you to make money through Amazon, make money working in Alaska and fishing industry, opening your own YouTube channel. I'm always trying to give people opportunities to let them see something that they don't know. Bob Jackson, what country are you in? Brother, I'm in Brazil right now. I'm in Brazil, but I'm doing a presentation with Master Wayne. I'm going to put him in and let him talk to you guys about Amazon Arbitrage. What's going on, Master Wayne?
What's up, PhillyDom?
All is well, my brother. All is well. Out here in the amazing Brazil, man, having a good time.
Always. You're always having a good time, no matter where you are.
Yeah. So
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna listen to the presentation. And we got a couple people online, but they definitely gonna watch.
I don't see a screen share.
Let me put the link again.
Nah.
Wait, you can't. You said a screen.
I'm in the live.
Okay, I see you.
Present. Okay, here we go.
Okay, you got it. Okay, let me know when you put it in there. I don't see it yet either. But what's going on, everybody? I see you, Beast. I see you, Status, Bob Jack. Shout out to Bob Jack, man. Been a while, man. Status, I see you guys. He said, keep doing your thing, keep being okay. I will, man. I'll do everything you said, Status. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Bob.
All Jack, right.
Man. Wow. All right, let me let you do your thing.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I am Wayne McShay, a.k.a. Master Wayne. I am an Amazon expert and personal coach or mentor. I've been doing Amazon now for, it's going on over 10 years. And so I'm going to just briefly walk you through my journey. I travel the world full time. This is the only thing I do. And I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions, how I built this business, how I put it all together, and how Amazon as a company functions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing that we need to address is a lot of people think this is a scam. And the reason why they think this is a scam because they haven't been paying attention. They've been distracted by the news and all this other stuff going on in their lives, and they're missing what's going on right in front of their faces. So, you know, when the internet came out of its infancy, one of the first things it disrupted were brick and mortar college universities, right? So it basically, you know, brought about online universities, and that put a lot of brick and mortar universities out of business. And in doing so, that left a huge surplus of books. And so Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, came up with the brilliant idea to have people go out, source these books, and send them into Amazon. So I used to see people at the post office sending, packages in Amazon, and for years I never knew what they were doing, and they were sending in books. And so Amazon launched this service back in 2006, and it serves 51% of the planet. Now, the second reason why people think this is a scam, because again, they're only conditioned to do one thing, and then not seeing what's going on right in front of their faces. So, regardless of what neighborhood you live in or which state you live in, people are ordering Amazon products every single day. And you see the packages on their porches, you see them picking them up from the post office, you see them picking it up from their mailbox, or you'll also see all those Amazon delivery trucks all around the state, all around town, and in your neighborhood. Now, if you were to reverse that process, and instead of you receiving products on your doorstep, a couple of times a week or every single day, and instead you started ordering products online and shipping those products into Amazon, then you will be on your way to a life-changing financial journey. All right, so what I want to do now is just get into some of my clients' screenshots and share some of those testimonials, because at this point, now you should at least have some type of working idea that Amazon is not a scam. It's the largest retailer on the planet. And when people say, oh, this is a scam, then they're just missing the entire picture. So here's actually some of my clients' results. And so this is Mark. He actually contacted me about 6 months ago and told me that him and his wife were already selling on Amazon, and they were selling books, but they didn't have any idea how to scale up. So I gave Mark my business plan after he enrolled, and I walked him through the process and how to actually sell everything instead of just books. So now they're able to sell everything from the cradle to the grave. And he was just saying, I'm $49 away from my first $3,000 a month. And so put in the chat if $3,000 a month could actually help you on your journey right now, which is just paying some bills, the higher inflation costs, and rising gas prices. And this right here is another client of mine, and she has a special place in my heart because Vanessa reached out to me earlier this year. She told me that her husband had a massive heart attack, and he was the breadwinner in their family. So she also said that they had limited savings, so now that burden fell on her to get up and do something. So she said that this had to work for her, and she had no other choices. And now she's making $6,000 a month and climbing. All right, so last month in August, I was in Vegas 10 days because my niece got married out there, and I actually flew home to Atlanta and then flew out to Vegas. And while I was there, I had a client drive 3.5 hours up from California to Las Vegas to meet me. And this is a picture of us meeting up at Yard House in Las Vegas. And, this was a screenshot of her success, $5,048 in just a 30-day period. And when she sent me this screenshot, she was, had made $436 that particular day. So shout out to Tavar. And these are other clients of mine. This is Marsha. Marsha actually used to be an esthetician in Atlanta, and she would remove the mold off my face. And, she became a client of mine, and she built her business up to an extra $1,200 every 2 weeks. So that's $2,400 a month. And her and her husband got on the plane and flew out to the DR, as a special way to say thanks for helping them build the business online and bring in extra income, for their family. All right, and here are two good friends of mine, well, three. Keisha, she's a nurse. She actually flew to Medellin to come visit me. On the left is Giordano, and on the right is Luke Jordan. Now, Luke Jordan is the reason why we're all here tonight, because when I first started making money with Amazon, I did it with private label. And I got my passport, and in 2015, I took a 3-month trip to Medellin, Colombia, and I met Luke Jordan, and he had a million questions for me about my business model because he had never heard of private label on Amazon at the time. So I was kind of blazing the path, and he got me to thinking whether or not I could sell other products on Amazon instead of just what I had manufactured or what I owned. And it turns out he was correct. So I came home from Medellin, and man, I got in the lab and I got on my computer, and it took me 3.5 years to finally iron out all the glitches and put this business model together that I'm about to teach you now. And of course, Giordano became a client of mine late last year. He became a client, and as you can see, his screenshots over to the right, and again, he broke the $5,000 a month barrier himself. And right now, I'm currently living in Sosua, Dominican Republic. I've been here now for 13 months. I spent the first 6 months in Santo Domingo, and now I've been in Sosua for 7 months. And now what you see in this screenshot is me at my villa in Sosua and 3 clients who actually flew in to meet me in person and get trained in person. So in the white t-shirt, that's Jay Gustavo from Boston. In the gray t-shirt, that's Mike from Virginia. And in the red t-shirt, that's Ernest from DC. So when people start flying in to thank you, or driving up from Las Vegas, or coming in to get personally trained, you are on your A game. You really know your stuff, and you're out here helping people. So I'm not just selling the course. This is a mentorship. I take you step by step, hold your hand, and walk you through the process to try to ensure that you're going to be successful building out your Amazon business. All right, so my clients range from ages 22 all the way up to 69. The screenshot that you see below is from a client who's 22 years old, and he's a full-time college student. So in between homework, exams, midterms, hanging out with friends, and studying, he found enough time to make it to $1,800 a month. 1, did he list products every single day? Nope. 2, did he start slow and pick up momentum? Yes. Did he use a virtual assistant as I instructed? Nope. He did it all himself. So despite not listing every day, a slow start, and no virtual assistant, he was still able to hit $1,800 per month in only 3 months' time. And so, if you are serious about building a business and you want to cut the cord from that 9-to-5 perpetual rat race, then this might be your meal ticket. And one of the things I tell my clients from the Jump Street is that, 90% of all startups fail. So, I'm only looking for bona fide entrepreneurs who are hungry, who are ready to take that success step forward, because I can't get on a plane, fly to your house every day, knock on your door, and be like, get up and work your Amazon business. So there's a certain measure of discipline that you have to have just built in. All right, so how can you get out the trap of the 9-to-5 rat race? And are you stuck in it for the rest of your life? So yes, you can get out the trap, and no, you're not stuck in it for the rest of your life. But in order to break the cycle, you're gonna have to get up and take action. Because if you just sit there and just watch this presentation and you don't reach out and you say, okay, I want to get started, or you don't sacrifice, then this time next year, you'll probably be just as frustrated as you are now, trying to make ends meet, paying high gas prices, inflation, and taxes, and the rising costs of just about everything. You can't even go to the grocery store and buy bread and milk because the prices of bread and milk is going up. So it's a perpetual problem that you got to deal with. So in life, there's 4 types of people. There's a person with no job, there's a person who's employed, there's a person who's self-employed, and then a business owner. If you have no job, then you have all the time in the world. You can do whatever you want, but of course, you got limited resources to travel and of course limited money. Now, if you do have a 9 to 5, you probably have some vacation time, so you might be able to get a little traveling in. And of course, you're gonna have, money because you're working full time, but you're probably robbing Peter to pay Paul and just to catch up on some debt, but you're probably going further into debt. Then there's a self-employed individual. That person has very little time because they're dedicating all that time to running their business. Now, that does mean that they probably could have the resources to travel and the money to travel, but usually self-employed individuals don't really have that time to travel because they spend all that time working their business. Next is the business owner. This is where I want to take you to. I want to take you from being that 9 to 5, you know, employee to the business owner. So that way you'll have all your time like I do, 24 hours a day. You'll be able to travel as much as you desire, and you'll have more than enough money to live out your dreams. All right, so what most people don't know is that Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, CVS, Target, Lowe's, Walgreens, Kroger, and Best Buy are the largest retailers in the United States. They're worth slightly over $1 trillion. However, Amazon is worth more than all of those 9 retailers put together. So again, this is just another one of those reasons why this is not a scam. I'm not coming to you saying, hey, have you heard of True Dynamics or XYZ motivational company? This isn't that. This is Amazon has been right in front of your face for over a decade and a half now. So this isn't something that you've never heard of. I'm not trying to convince you of everything. I'm just explaining how it works. So, just take it with a grain of salt, but you can just Google the information that I'm giving you to see that Amazon is a behemoth and they're taking over the world. It's just a question of whether or not you're going to be on the sidelines watching, or you're going to be in the game making the money. As they grow, you grow. So Amazon gives you access to 100 fulfillment centers worldwide and 15 global sorting centers. So sorting centers is just where you send your products, they'll sort them all out, and then they'll distribute them to wherever they're going around the world so they can reach your Amazon customers. All right, and so this puts into perspective just how large of a behemoth Amazon is. I mean, the next closest competitor is Walmart at 339 billion, but Amazon by itself is 1.4 trillion. And pretty soon that'll be $2 trillion. So they're leaving everybody in the dust. And you can add probably about 10 or 20 more retailers to this list, and Amazon would still be larger than them. All right, so the Amazon business model gives you the capacity to reach customers in 185 countries. That's pretty much every country in the world. I mean, if you Google how many countries there are right now, you're gonna come up with 195. So it speaks volumes for itself. Now, here's a little cheat sheet that I'm gonna show you, inside of how I'm gonna help you set up your Amazon business. So every single day, Monday through Friday, you're going to receive 15 leads that you can go right into the retailer, shop online, purchase, and then get these products shipped into Amazon. And again, I take you step by step, showing you what you have to do. So if you put your money into a bank, real estate, money market, or a savings account, you'll know you barely make 10, 11, 12% annually return on your money. But you can see here, if you just scroll down this list highlighted in red, this is 82% return on your investment. That's one product. 93% return on your investment. 93%, 89%, all the way down. But the lowest we got is 35%. And so this is what you're going to see. You're going to purchase a price. You're going to purchase a product for this price. You're going to sell it for roughly this price. It's going to be a profit. And so it's pretty much a no-brainer. Same thing here. Buy this product for $44.97. Sell it for $110.49. Walk away with $41.61 profit, 93% return on investment. And you can do this every single day. All right, so here's a real world example, a Disney toy for $6.99. You buy it online, you have it shipped into Amazon, you attempt to sell it for $52.98. And if you do so, you'll make a profit of $22.71 or return on investment of 133%. Now on this next screen, I'll give you access to this information so you'll be able to see what's the competition like, how many people are selling this, what's their inventory. So you can see 3 people selling it. The first person has 6 in stock, the second person has 1 in stock, the third person has 1 in stock. So you can sell it for either $52.98 or $44.98. And as you can see right here, it's selling 45 times per month. Now, how this whole thing's work? 1, you buy it for $16.99. 2, you send it into Amazon, you sell it for $52.98. 3, Amazon takes their fee out, which is $13.14, and then they transfer it to you $39.84 cash. So if you've been paying attention, or if you're doing the math, you've now been reimbursed for what you paid for the product. So the product, in essence, ends up being free, and then you get a nice profit of $22.85 on top of that. Now, here's a actual one of my products that I used to sell. This is a quick electric toothbrush head. You purchase them 1 a piece, and then you bundle them together as a 3-pack. So 1 just costs $5. You bundle them together, that's $15. So again, you attempt to sell it for $48.20. So if you do so, that's a profit of $21.16 or 141% return on investment. Where else can you make an ROI of 141%? So right here, you see my quantity is 14, but I did add 1 more to this and made it 15. But here's inside of my account, pending, payment complete, pending, $40.99, $41.99, $45.99, $45.65. Next page, pending, and then payment complete all the way down. Sold it for $45.75 here, sold it for $42.97 here, $45.99, $43.99, $43.99. Last page, payment complete, 1 canceled order. If you have an order that's canceled, it's no problem. That order will simply be returned to your inventory, and then you'll be able to resell it. And as you can see, all the way down the page, I sold it for $43.99. So now here's the breakdown. So I ended up with a profit of $17.52 and a return on investment of 116%. That's right, 116% growth of my money by selling an electric toothbrush replacement head. And so here's how it breaks down. I bought 15 of them at $44. So, I sold 15 of them for $44 on average. And so that's $660 in sales. After Amazon takes their fees, that came up to be $172.25. And so that left me with $487.75. So I was reimbursed the $225 that I paid for the product. And then I made a whopping profit of $262.75. And then, of course, my average selling price was $44. Here you can see right here, my price, $45.86. And here you can see I was in a number 6 position. And despite going up against 20 sellers, and this only selling 31 times a month, I had no problem crushing 20 other sellers and selling all 15 of mine until I was out of stock. Now, here's another nice little product of mine that I used to sell. This is a sewing machine called the Arctic Crystal. I used to buy this for $19.99, and then I would ship it into Amazon and sell it for $259. So again, buy for $119, $259. So in the chat, I'm gonna put a yes if you think you could do this. If you could go to the website that I tell you to go to, buy this for $119, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how to get it from wherever you purchase it into Amazon so it can sell. And then, once it sells on Amazon for $259, then, put a yes in the chat if you think I can show you how to do this. So all you gotta do is go to the retailer, buy this for $119 like you've done thousands of other products, but this time you're going to be sending it into Amazon and selling it for $259. So now you're making a profit of $77, and your return on investment is 66% return on your money. Now, watch this. Here's a breakdown. So you see right here, I purchased 5. So after you sell all 5, you just made $385. And I can show you how to do this in 15 minutes or less. So imagine tomorrow you get started, and in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show, and in 15 minutes of working tomorrow, I'll show you how to make $385 in 15 minutes. Now, I know a lot of professions that don't make $385 an hour, but I can show you how to do it in 15 minutes or less. And so that's the beauty of this system. And as you can see here, here's the whole subtotal. Came up to $5.99 for purchasing 5 of them. And after shipping and handling and tax, it comes up to $644. As you can see over here, there was no competition. You know, it was out of stock. So, you know, this listing is just wide open, waiting for somebody else to send more into Amazon to sell them. So sometimes that's how easy it is. It's not always that easy, but when you learn the techniques that I'm going to teach you, it literally looks like it's that easy. All right, moving on. Here's another one of my products. This is the digital electric smoker. Now, I used to buy this from Home Depot. It's now since gone out of stock and I can't find it anywhere else. But I used to buy it from Home Depot for $187.31 and sell it for $499, right? And so my profit would come out to be $135, and then that's a return on investment of 72%. And of course, you can see here, I used to buy 8 at a time. So here's the breakdown. I would buy 8 for $187.31, and then I would sell all 8, and that would end up being, that I would buy all 8, and then when you buy all 8, that's just shy of $1,500. Then I would sell all 8 for $500, and so that's just shy of $4,000. And then, you know, Amazon would take out their fee, and that's the Amazon fee right there. And then I would be left with $2,583.67. So you can see that immediately Amazon reimbursed me for the $1,500 that I paid just to purchase those digital electric smokers. And then on top of that, I made $1,000 profit. So you see right here, profit times 8, $1,085. Listen, if you don't listen to anything else that I say tonight on this presentation, just keep this in mind tonight when you go to sleep. Tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to purchase a product very similar to this. It'll probably be outdoor patio furniture or something related to Christmas, right? And I'm going to buy, you know, maybe 10 of them, maybe 8 of them, maybe 5 of them. But it's only going to take me 15 minutes. And when my profit right here says that I've made $1,000 just off of the quantity and the profit, then I'm done for the day. So tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I'm going to wake up, and in 15 minutes before I even go to the gym, I'm going to make $1,000 for the day. And I do this every single day. And this is what I want to teach you how to do. All right, so now what you're looking at is a spreadsheet of another huge Amazon seller. And this is something else I'm going to teach you, how to reverse engineer other large Amazon sellers who have been selling on Amazon longer than I have, 10 years plus. And you can see right here that this Amazon seller has an ASIN count of 4,854. What that means is they have 4,854 products. And I'm going to show you, these are the top brands that they sell: Saucony, Merrell, Bear Paw, Sperry, Crocs, Chacao, Keen, Ultra, Brooks, and Puma. And then these are the actual categories that they sell in and specialize in. And so I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer every seller on Amazon and you can cherry pick either the brand name that they're selling or the actual products. So I'm taking the guesswork off. I'm peeling back the curtain, and I'm giving you an in-depth look at how to really set this up and crush it. All right, so now here's my formula. So the first thing you'll always know is whether or not something is going to be profitable. All right, and you'll know that based on the return on investment. Number three, you're going to know how many FBA sellers you're going to have to go up against, and you're also going to know how many merchant sellers you're going to have to go up against. The only difference between the FBA seller and a merchant seller is that an FBA seller ships their products into Amazon fulfillment centers around the world, whereas a merchant seller doesn't. A merchant seller has to ship out their own products to Amazon customers. Number five, I'm going to show you how to see your competition's inventory level. Now, how crazy is that? So, if you're going up against 5 sellers, but they all only have 1 in stock, then you'll know that by the time your product arrives at Amazon, all 5 of those will be out of stock and they'll already have sold the inventory already. All right, next, BSR. BSR stands for best selling rank, and I'll show you how to read that and understand that. Number 7, show you whether or not to know you're even eligible to sell a product on that. It's very important, because if you're doing research in a product that you're not eligible to sell, then you're only going to get frustrated. Number 8, I'll show you how to see the rate of sales for any given product every single month, not to mention historical data going all the way back to 11 months. All right, number 8, I'm also going to show you how to see how many times any given product is selling per month. So is it selling 10 times a month, 100 times a month, or 1,000 times a month? I'm going to show you how to see that. I'm also going to show you how to tell whether or not you could also sell any given product internationally in Spain, France, Germany, Denmark, Netherlands, Poland, India, Australia, Canada, Mexico. Doesn't make a difference. I'll show you how to take a scan of those marketplaces also, and that way you can determine if what you're selling in the United States can also be sold in those other countries equally as well or better. And then 10, I'm going to teach you additional trade secrets and give you advanced training to make you a boss in this business space. So just to recap, first, we always source products from wholesalers or retailers or distributors. We buy it at a low price. We send it into a third-party company called the Prep and Ship Center, and then the Prep and Ship Center boxes everything up, throws away the invoices. Sometimes they store the invoices, and then they'll get those products shipped into Amazon for you. When they arrive at Amazon, Amazon employees check them into your inventory, they go up on the shelves, and boom, they start to sell. Once they sell, Amazon they pick it, they pack it, and they ship it to your customer, handle customer service, and if your products are lost, damaged, or stolen in transit, Amazon assumes the accountability for that or liability for that, because your product was arrived safely at their warehouses, so now they have to get your product safely from their warehouses to the customer's doorstep. And then last but not least, you just pocket the difference. And you can do this with an unlimited amount of products. So there is no limit. There is no saturation. All right, now real quick, we're going to go ahead and open things up for questions at the halfway mark. And then after we knock out a couple of questions, we're going to dive back in and wrap it up. All right, how long does it take to get the product to Amazon from Alibaba? So, Brian Gills, great question. The business model I'm going to teach you, you won't necessarily be purchasing products from Alibaba, but you can if you want to. Now, the shipping times from Alibaba could be anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. So just be cognitive of that. Or you could also use AliExpress. Actually, if you're purchasing in bulk, you'll use Alibaba. But if you're purchasing a couple of products at a time, you'll more than likely use AliExpress. But we focus on either going directly to the distributor, the wholesaler, or the retailer, and then shipping those products into Amazon. Great question though, Brian. All right, next question. How do I increase Amazon sales? Okay, great question. So there are multiple ways to increase your Amazon sales. One way is going to Upwork.com and hiring a virtual assistant to source products for you 8 hours a day. And then of course you guys negotiate the price that they'll be working at an hourly rate, or you could just give them a piece of your profit every time you get paid out. But again, you'll negotiate that. But I've seen some VAs who could really do a good job, and they'll take you from zero to hero in no time. Another way to increase your Amazon sales is to expand into other Amazon marketplaces. So when you begin, you're going to start off selling in the United States, and then I can get you connected to where you can sell in all of North America. That's Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And then if you then want to multiply your money even more, or your sales, then you can branch out to the United Kingdom, you can branch out to Germany, France, Spain, Italy, the Netherlands, Poland, Australia, Japan, and the list keeps getting bigger and bigger. So another way to increase your sales is to increase the products that you're actually purchasing. So if you start off purchasing products under $100 and you want to increase your sales, then next level is to start purchasing products between $100 and $200, and then from maybe $200 to $500. So there's levels to this thing. So that's how you increase your Amazon sales. Great question, PD. All right, next question. Can we pay your team to set everything up? Absolutely, Chris Love. So when you enroll into my mentorship, I actually walk you through the process of how to set everything up. But if you want me to just personally set everything up for you without you having to do anything, and then just go ahead and take down my contact information at the end of this, and we'll work out a special deal for you, because this is a mentorship, so I'll walk you through how to set everything up. But if you just want everything done for you, then that'll be a little different than what I normally do. But we can definitely negotiate something from that. But great question, Chris Love. So yeah, we can get everything set up for you and have you on your way. So all you have to do is manage the day-to-day operations. All right, next question. Alfonso Hernandez. If we decide to visit you in Sosua, how much time will you spend with me showing me the business from A to Z with no computer knowledge? All right, great question, Alfonso. And earlier I showed a screenshot of 3 clients that actually flew in to Sosua just for that. So one was in a white t-shirt, one had on a gray t-shirt, the other had on a red t-shirt. The guy in the red t-shirt, he flew in and he was here for 3.5 weeks. And I sat down with him every single day except for Saturday and Sunday, and walk them through how to set up his business, Amazon business. So I can do the same exact thing for you. And this is a limited opportunity, because normally you have to purchase a course and then go watch 4,000 videos and hope that you understand everything. And you don't have to hit up customer support for more explanation. But this is none of that. This is a mentorship. I'm pretty much holding your hand. We'll be on a Zoom call, or you'll be sitting right beside me, and I'll say, okay, do this, do that, point here, click here, do this, do that, until you're actually set up, operational, and making money. All right, but great question, Alfonso. All right, Chris Love, where are you located? Chris Love, I am in Sosua, Dominican Republic, and I've been here for 7 months. And I'm going to be here until March of next year, and then I'll be moving on to either Brazil, Africa, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. I don't know. It's up for grabs. So I might just put all those informations up on a wall and throw a dart and see where it sticks. All right, let's take like 2 more questions, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this presentation. All right. Is being an Amazon seller profitable? Absolutely, it's profitable. So again, at the beginning of this presentation, and I'll go back if you guys want me to, I just showed probably like 5 of my clients who are all making money, anywhere from $3, $4, $5, $6,000 a month. And I just had another client yesterday sent me a screenshot testimonial just saying thank you. His name is Melvin. He's from the ATL, just like I am. And he was, showed me that over the last 30 days of him getting started, he made close to almost $700. So I was just congratulating him, and I'll be posting his results in my Facebook group for everybody to see that, this is definitely profitable. And, if you just get started, then it can change your life, because I'm going to give you a foolproof system, and I'm going to do things that nobody else has ever done for you. All right, so one more question, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the presentation.
There's no more questions right now at the moment.
All right, perfect. That's perfect timing. All right, so I actually train virtual assistants for you guys. So, but my only caveat is I want you to work your Amazon business for at least 30 days to get familiar with operating it yourself. Just in case you hire a virtual assistant and something happens to them, maybe sickness, maybe death, maybe a family emergency, or maybe they just quit. Maybe you're not a good person, you treat them horrible, and they decide to quit and go make for somebody who wants to pay them more. So that happens, you need to be able to run your own Amazon business. But this is the spreadsheet that you'll see from your virtual assistant that I train. And they're going to give you all the information you need at a glance. So all you have to do is log into the spreadsheet, go to the retailer, purchase the product, and let your VA know the quantity that you purchased, and that's it. You're done. They'll pretty much manage your whole business for you. All right, so first thing I do is help you properly set up your Amazon account and take you through the registration process so you don't make any mistakes. 2, I get you set up selling first in all of North America. So that's Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And then once you're ready to explode or expand, I can get you into the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Japan, Singapore, the UAE, Brazil, Australia, or India. And you can see each Amazon marketplace has its own unique traffic every single month going there. And so there is no saturation. Man, Amazon is just a conglomerate, and this is life-changing money, folks. And I show you how to hit the ground running, and also connect you with a virtual assistant that I personally trained for you. But if you want to go out and hire your own virtual assistant and let them know what you need, or that you want them to source products for you, that's no problem. I can show you how to do that as well. All right, so this is the Amazon buy box, and many of you probably don't know how this works, so I'm just going to give you a little quick detailed breakdown. So when you come to an Amazon page, like this is a Samsung A10 phone, if you just look down here below the bullet points, you'll see it'll say new 10 from 128. So that means that there's basically 10 sellers, and the lowest price is 128.84, right? And then you can see over here other sellers that have the same exact phone for 137, 137. And so let's say that there were 24 sellers on this phone. And of course, there's also 24 hours in a day. So what Amazon will do is they'll rotate each and every seller in the buy box. And that's the square up here that says add to cart or buy now. 1 hour a piece every single day. So depending on what hour you're actually in the buy box, that could determine the amount of sales that you make. Like there's a big difference between being in the buy box at 7 p.m. through 8 p.m. and being in the buy box between 2 and 3 in the morning. So that's how it works. Amazon tries to keep things fair by rotating everybody in and out, but there's different strategies you can undertake that I'm going to teach you to get you in the buy box more often than not. Now, before you even purchase something, I'm going to show you how to get cash back. and that's just extra money on top of your profit that you don't even account for. And this is very important. So just to summarize, I found this in the arbitrage income group that I'm in. And it's basically somebody says that, their best friend reached out to him and said, hey, what's your Amazon storefront name? And then lo and behold, the person pretty much wanted to set up an Amazon store and steal every single one of their products. So this person's advice is never ever give out your storefront name, never ask anybody to come to your Amazon store or purchase products, because all the customers that you're going to need and all the products that you're going to sell is going to be a seamless free transaction. Amazon's going to provide you with all the customers that you could possibly ever want. So all you have to do is ship your products in. It's almost like the baseball analogy. If you build it, they will come. If you ship your products into Amazon, they will sell. Now, if you missed out on Google, Tesla, Netflix, AOL, Facebook, Microsoft, Bitcoin, NFTs, don't fret, because you can still get on this Amazon bus before it's too late. Number I want you to focus in on is $638 million every single day. So if you do a per capita population count of the United States, you'll only come up with a number of 350 million people in the United States. So what this means is that if every single person, man, woman, and child in the United States made $1,000 a day on Amazon, Amazon would still make $288 profit every single day. So don't let anybody tell you that Amazon is oversaturated. They simply just don't know what they're talking about. All right, so here's a screenshot of my main account. And as you can see, that's $26,584. And for this day, I had made $4,000 and I had 16 open orders. And then you can see I sell in 9 different Amazon marketplaces. Now, this right here is a video that I filmed in Santo Domingo. So I just wanted you to see up and close and personal how real this is. So that's my luxury apartment. This is my computer setup. You can see my cell phone, remote controls, and my Cohiba sitting right there next to me. And now I'm holding my phone right up to the screen, hitting that refresh button and showing you how much money was in my main account about to be directly deposited to my bank account. And after this, I'm going to actually show you my bank account. And I'm going to show you my last 3 monthly statements. So you can see that I'm just extremely real, extremely transparent, and I keep it all the way 100. And so again, I'm refreshing the page and always trying to convert me back over to Spanish because I'm in the Dominican Republic, but I always keep it on English. And so boom, there I go, $712 in sales. And this was like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and not too shabby. But I'm gonna walk you through how to do the same thing. Now here I am at an ATM machine, and I pulled out my phone and took a picture of what was on the screen. So that's 100,000 in my savings account and just shy of 1.3 million in my checking account. And you can see I had the flash on my phone, and so you can see on the screen right here it's 7854, and same thing on my card, 7854. All right, next. Here's a bank statement. This is from April to May 25th, and this is this year. All my pertinent information has been blocked out, but you can see deposits $35,000. All right, this is from July to August, and you can see right here deposits $32,000. And this last statement is from August to the end of the September the 25th, and you can see a deposit of $16,000. And so the pay period for this statement ended before Amazon was able to pay me that other half of my money. So it'll show on my next statement period. So no problem. All right, now, if you've never been to Medellin, it is 5,000 feet above sea level, perched in between 2 mountains. And I'm going to show you what is called parapente. But before I show you that, I want you to look at this this quote on the screen from Will Smith before he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. All right, so the quote says, being realistic is the most common path to mediocrity. And so basically what he's saying here is, if you're going to accomplish your dreams, if you're going to achieve financial freedom, if you want to break away from that 9 to 5 that you're grinding on every day, where you're being underpaid and underevaluated, then you're going to have to stop being realistic and, you know, come out your comfort zone. Because in order to reach the next level of success, you're going to have to grow into an individual that right now you're not currently that individual. You're going to have to grow into that individual. All right, so Zoom play. And next up is, this is parapente. Parapente, they put you in a harness, you're connected to an instructor, they run you off the side of a mountain, and you're up here sailing in the clouds for an hour and a half. Just make sure you go in the summertime on the warmest day possible, because at this elevation, you're pretty much neck to neck with the clouds, and it's extremely cold, or in Spanish, it's muy frío. All right, so moving on. Here I am in Atlanta skydiving. You know, some of my other destinations: Senegal, Africa, Colombia. I've also been to Morocco, Africa. This is in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. This is Guadalupe, Medellin, Hoover Dam, Las Vegas. And yeah, I love motorcycle, helicopter tours, charter private boats, penthouses. When you travel, you get to meet some of the best people you've ever met in your life. Everybody's on vacation and their problems are all back at home. So everybody's just out having a great time. All right, and here I am at the top of Tres Cruces Mountain in Medellin, Colombia. And even though you can see I'm in great shape, I had to stop halfway and take a breather, because that altitude and that thin air, you know, if you're not built for that or you're not acclimated to it, then yeah, you're gonna suffer a little bit. All right, and before the pandemic, this used to be my favorite destination. This is Spa Castle in Cumberland, Texas, just outside of Dallas, Texas. And I would jump on a plane and fly here every other month before the pandemic. They have a hotel built in, they have restaurants built in, about 8 different saunas, 2 gigantic jacuzzis with different temperatures, Olympic-sized swimming pools, infrared tanning bed, a movie theater room, a nap room where you sleep on these little mats on the floor like you're in kindergarten, and the entire floor is heated, and the heat comes up from the mattresses. And they got communal areas, they got private areas, and it's just a fantastic place to go. Is celebrating Halloween in Medellin, Colombia, and I might be going back this year in a couple of weeks and taking my girlfriends with me. All right, and here I am in Costa Rica going whitewater rafting, and back in Atlanta doing indoor skydiving. So before I went outdoor skydiving, I had to learn the mechanics of indoor skydiving first, and it just made it easier. All right, season ticket holder to the Hawks, Atlanta United, Falcons, and the Braves. So, you know, I'm a big sports fanatic. I just love being at the games and the atmosphere. And Totimo Volcano in Cartagena, rock climbing in Texas, zip lining in Costa Rica, and penthouse in Cartagena, smoking a cohiba. All right, horseback riding, four-wheeling, Segway tours, exploring Rock City in Tennessee. 2 of my best friends, I call these my Michael Jacksons, one white, one black. These are Lincoln MKZ hybrids, fantastic cars, just way ahead of their time. And then my third whip is the BMW i8 with the gold wing doors. It's also a hybrid, electric, and sport, and it's a monster of a car. And here's a sneak peek of the luxury apartment that I had while I was in Santo Domingo. So I'm in Sosua now, but I did spend the first 6 months here in Santo Domingo, and this was the apartment. It was brand new, so you know I was able to decorate it how I wanted it. I just went to IKEA. Yes, they have an IKEA here, and I just laid it out. And here's a little nighttime view, and it was like Christmas time, so that was my Christmas tree in the background. All right, here I am on Amazon field trip with other Amazon sellers from Atlanta, and we were touring the Amazon facility in Tennessee. And if you haven't figured this out or not, this is the new digital real estate. This is the new real estate. It's digital. All right. So you don't have to go out, purchase a home, pay taxes on it, flip it, change the roof, address all the plumbing problems, hire a realtor, give them a percent, and hope that it sells. You don't have to do that anymore. The internet and Amazon have changed the game. And so you probably already recognize that retail is dying. And these are all the retailers who are announcing store closures. And you can see, man, that's quite a large number of stores. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about 700, 800 store closures of these major brands. So, if you're standing on the sidelines, you're just looking, you're about to get left behind. You need to get in the game before retail dies completely so you can get a large piece of this pie for yourself. All right, now, I always do a lot of research and development and analysis for myself. And so I go out and I, contract with other companies and say, see how much they charge. So I know whether that my price is fair or not. So this is Automation Alliance. And they charge $18,000 to set you up with a Walmart business or an Amazon business. And I promise you, my price is nowhere near $18,000 because I believe in, keeping things fair and equitable and genuinely trying to help people by making the opportunity available to you guys. There's another company called Amazon Automation, and they won't even work with you unless you got $50,000 just sitting around as your capital contribution. And if you want an aged account, they're going to charge you $15,000 to set your account up and get everything working. So, if you want to go that route, by all means. But if you don't, and you've been looking for a break, I may be that break. My mentorship is just a one-time payment of $2,500. Okay. And then I take an equity stake in your Amazon business of 15%. What that means is that every time you get paid out every 2 weeks, then you'll give me that 15% kickback. And I usually reinvest that into the business to keep moving the business forward, develop better software, do better presentations. And, that comes with ongoing consultations for as long as you need it. You'll get my personal phone number and all my social media handles, and you'll be able to call me 24 hours a day. Now, I sleep 10 hours a day, so if you call me when I'm asleep, or just leave a message, and I'll attend to it as soon as I wake up. Now, if you're a bona fide entrepreneur and you want to keep all your bread, no problem, because you can't switch. So you can't say, Wayne, can I start off with $2,500 and then once I make enough money, upgrade to $7,500? No, you can't do that. And the reason being is real simple. If I allow you to do that, all my clients will start off at $2,500, and then just, once they start making money, pay another $5,000, and now they keep 100%. So yeah, you got to start off, and choose right at the very beginning. And if you choose Plan B for $7,500, you keep 100% of your equity in your Amazon business and your profits. So it's a no-brainer. So $2,500. I maintain that 15% equity stake, but that's how I keep the price so low and affordable. Remember, my next closest competitor is going to charge you $15,000. Plus, you got to have a working capital of $50,000, and then above them, they charge you $18,000. So, whether you choose Plan A or Plan B, it's a super discount because this is what helping people really looks like. And if you're breaking down the math and you're saying to yourself, well, man, $2,500 is a lot of money. I can't afford that. Well, just rationalize that I'm going to be training you over the next 3 months. And so if you were to divide 2,500 into 12, then every week that I work with you, I'm only getting paid $208 a week to make this possible. So, all you have to do is just ask yourself, would you work for $208 a week? So this is just my way of giving back. I could just be laying in my hammock or poolside all day long and not helping anybody. But, that's not what life is about. We'll all have a date that we're born, and we'll all have a date that we die. And in the middle between those two dates, we'll all have a hyphen. And your life is about that hyphen. It's what you did while you were here. People will always forget what you said, but they'll never ever forget how you made them feel. So if you truly are invested in helping people, then you can change some lives. And now, if you want watered down information, or you think that okay, 2,500 is too much, or Plan B 7,500 is too much, no problem. You could actually just go to Udemy and jump down on one of these low budget courses for $119 or $124. But I don't have to tell you what type of information you're going to get from these courses. They're going to give you an outline or an overview on how to sell on Amazon, but nothing enough for you to ever really, really be successful the way you want to be with Amazon. For that, you're going to need a mentor or a personal coach, and that's what I'm here for. And to show you that we're not playing any games around here. When you get enrolled in my course, I'm also going to set you up to be a completely legal business entity. And let me explain why in a second. So first, we're going to set you up with an LLC, then an EIN number. Then we're going to get you your business license, a business bank account, a reseller's permit, which is also known as a tax certificate, a business address, business phone number, and a business website. And last but not least, we're going to register your business with Dun & Bradstreet. Now you are a complete and total legal business entity. And what that means is now you can, one, get business funding. Two, you can start applying for grants. So there's 54 weeks in a year. Let's say you apply for a grant every single week and you only get 4. That's money that you'll never have to pay back. And so let's say the grant money ends up being $250,000 with all 4. Now you can pour that money into your business, and your business will be debt free, and you can scale up to as much as money as you want to make every single month. And you'll be able to reach out to huge brands and corporations: Nike, Disney, Marvel, DC, Under Armour, Puma, Reebok, Champs. You'll be able to reach out to all these major brands and get your products directly from them at the wholesale manufacturer's price, and then resell on Amazon for a nice little profit. So again, we're not playing any games around here. We're going to set you up for success. And even if you don't have any business credit, if you have good personal credit, then your personal credit can vouch for your business credit. And even if you don't have good personal credit, no problem. I can refer you to a credit specialist who will wipe the slate clean and get you back on your feet. Now, monthly expenses. Your first monthly expense is not monthly. It's just a one-time payment. And that's the contract with Prep and Ship. That's will be prepping all of your products, receiving all of your products, and then sending all your products into Amazon for you, so you don't have to touch all these products. Then there's software number 1, which is $139 a month. Software number 2 is $17 a month. And if we go down the list and we include your Amazon seller account at $39.99 a month, that brings your total expenses for a global Amazon business to only $419. Now, if you got challenge credit, your car payment by itself is $419. And I'm pretty much 100% certain that it's not making you any significant money. Even if you're doing Uber and DoorDash out of your car at the same damn time, still not making you any significant amount of money compared to what Amazon can do for you. And so now if you want to get a virtual assistant, I'll train the virtual assistant for you, and you'll pay that virtual assistant $10 a day, which is $50 a week. So that'll be an extra $200 added on to your monthly expenses. So your expenses could be $619, but if you don't want a VA, or if you don't need a VA at the time, then your monthly expenses are only $419. And so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. You can see on the screen my first and my last name, my email address, my WhatsApp phone number, and my Instagram handle. So PhillyDom, let's open it back up for questions, and let's knock out these questions and let's close. All right, he just posted my information up on the screen for you guys, and it's in the chat, so you can grab that. All right, Dave Smoke is asking, would the VA apply all insider knowledge to help maximize the account? Absolutely, Dave. So if you hire a virtual assistant independently, then just let me know and I'll make sure that they're personally trained to manage and operate all the nuances of your Amazon business. However, if I assign you a virtual assistant that I've already trained myself, then you won't have to worry. They will already be, versed and dressed in every aspect of your Amazon business. So yes, they will help you maximize the account to the fullest extent. Great question, Dave Smoke. All right, next question. All right, Merch by Tone is like, I need that lifestyle. Merch by Stone, a lot of people need this lifestyle. We feel you. I mean, this is living, watching the sunset, watching the sunrise, spending your day in spas and pools and poolside and, laying in the gazebo. Sometimes I wake up and me and my girlfriend, we try to hit the gym every day from between 11 and 2, and then come back, maybe hit the pool, just relax. Or sometimes I just plop down in the hammock and take another nap, post gym nap. So yeah, you're right, Dave. Merch by Tone. This is a good lifestyle, man, and everybody should have this because the world would be a much better place. All right, next question. That would have been established a statement. All right, Brian Gills, you're reading my mind. Selling from the DR. Yes, indeed, Brian. Not only can you sell from the Dominican Republic, you better sell wherever you are in the world. This is the business that you could manage, run, and operate from anywhere on the planet. And even if you yourself didn't have a stable internet connection, let's say you were backpacking through Europe and you didn't have an internet connection, no problem. Your virtual assistant could be running your whole business for you. And you can just be checking in every couple of days, via phone or whatever communication medium you want to use. So yeah, this is hands off, and yeah, you can sell from the DR, the RD, you can sell from the Ukraine in the middle of Russia while the war is going on with no problem. All right, next question. I know we're probably getting down to the last of it. All right, Merch by Stone saying, I'm a Merch by Amazon. I need help with that. Yeah, Merch by Tone, I can help you with anything. So I'm bona fide and official. I've been interviewed on international television. I already have several clients who are successful. I myself am killing the game, and I can help you with any aspect of Amazon. I've done private label, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. I've worked with wholesalers and the distributors and manufacturers. So I know the full gambit. So I could definitely help you with that, Merch by Tone. Just take down my contact information and reach out to me at the conclusion of this presentation. All right, let's take like 3 more questions and then we're going to wrap it up. All right, let me see. When should I contact you? First thing in the morning, just send me a message via WhatsApp, and then as soon as I wake up in the morning, I'll hit you back, Merch by Tone, and then we can talk and iron out, how to get you all the way fully trained and enrolled in the game. All right, next question. All right, you're saying you're in Seattle. Okay, yeah. So merch by Tone, that's definitely the best thing for you to do is just take down my WhatsApp number. That's my personal phone number, and send me a message. And that way, even though we're in a 3 hours different time zone, I'll still be able to get that message when I wake up tomorrow morning and answer any questions that you have, and also probably schedule a time for us to call one another and talk one on one. All right. Big King Kingston, what's up, man? You're back again, huh? It says, why do you do live every week instead of leaving the video up? So we always want to post fresh content. So if we just left up one video, like if you would have did that video months ago, then things change so fast. And I get video testimonials coming in from new clients that are getting success, and I get screenshots. So we just want to keep everything fresh and live. That's why we do the live every week. But sometimes we skip a week or two, depends on my schedule or fully schedule. But again, I'm once I get to 100 clients, then I'm out the game. That's it. I'm retiring for real, for real. It's not like I'm Jay-Z. I'm not going to drop the Jay-Z and come back as Sean Carter. So it's going to be, I'm going to be 100 and 0. I'm going to train 100 people with no defeats, and I'm going to retire like Floyd Mayweather at 50 and 0. So yeah, that's why we do the live every week, man. We just want to help people, bring the word to the masses. And I found out that I've had a client who sold this back in April, and he didn't move on it because he only was able to see bits and pieces of it. But we keep by doing live continuously, then people can catch it when they probably missed it the first time. All right, but great question, Big King. All right, let's take two more questions and then let's wrap it up. All right, Merch by Stone is saying he appreciated it. You're more than welcome. This is what I do. I was just trying to help people improve on my karma. All right, Alfonso Hernandez is asking, how difficult is it to get top of the line reliable internet? Well, I'm in a Sosua Dominican Republic, and this is kind of isolated, the northern part of the island. And the internet that I do presentations with it every day and don't have too many problems. The only thing I went out and did is I bought a backup generator for the router. So if the lights go off or flicker off, I'll still have internet connection. So it's not difficult at all if you don't have reliable internet connection, because again, you can have a virtual assistant managing your day-to-day operations in real time. And of course, you could swap phone numbers with them as well, and they run your whole business. So yeah, you don't need a reliable internet connection. You could have it set up to where an employee of yours or employees, plural, will be running your business for you. All right, last question, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. All right, PhillyDom is posting my contact information on the screen again. I know most of you guys probably already copped that. All right, and I think that was the last question. All right, so, it's always good coming on here, sharing this information with you guys, just trying to help you. I know a lot of people were quick to say it's a scam, but that's only because, they're missing what's going on right in front of their face. They see Amazon delivering all those packages. They see the neighbors with Amazon packages at the door. They themselves shop on Amazon because I see it. They go to, EPS or BPM and pick up packages, and people just don't know. So, Oprah once said, when you know better, you can do better. But if you don't know better, you can't do better. So, take down my information. PhillyDom is posted on the screen. And I want to thank you guys for joining us again for this presentation. And I want to say thanks for coming out. Peace, God bless, and good night. Salute.